Hey, what's up, friends? And welcome back to another World of Warships Legends game video here, where I am taking out. I kind of feel a little guilty and dirty anytime I take this thing out, but I'm taking out the Kamikaze, which is that tier 4 destroyer for IGN. It is a premium ship, and as the title of this video claims to be, and I believe appropriately so, it is the alpha and the omega. It's the beginning and the end, because in this particular game, I not only kill the first enemy ship, but I also take out the last enemy ship. But let's take a look what happens in between as well. All right, now I'm going to activate the time machine to get us past some parts of the gameplay, which is not mentionable. And let's start talking about what is. And gosh, if you guys know me, and many of you do, I love, I geek out, and I love metacognition. I love thinking about thinking, right? I don't want to go out there and just start shooting away. I love the why of things. And when I analyze these games and think about what's happening here, what can I do to make it better? Trying things on, and if it works, let's keep doing it and doing it better. If it's not working, then why are we going to repeat that? And what's really nice about this particular ship, this class, what I'm doing is I'm really capitalizing on the strengths, right? Because that's one of my reoccurring themes. And that is with this 4.5 concealment, I'm going to use that to my advantage. I don't want to get into a gun battle with another DD or be spotted. But using that to my advantage, it's almost like you're a sneaky submarine that you can't. I'm invisible, right? And for this situation here, you can see myself and another DD really suppressing, trying to get some hits on that battleship, but letting them know we're here and trying to take them out and keep them at bay, slow down their advance. So launching those torpedoes in that direction, and I'm going to pull a, what is that movie called? The Fast and the Furious. I'm going to do I think it was part 3. There's a no look, right? So a little overconfident on that one. But focusing back over here on these lovely battleships, who very conveniently, thank you for staying so close together. I appreciate that. And really just kind of, let's push them back, right? Let's see where they're going, see what we can do here. You can see the other DD threw some torps in that direction. So far, we got one down, and now the Tennessee. So great job on their torps. You got the Tennessee at 6 kilometers away, coming in towards the northeast there. So I have a good angle, good chance there. The other thing I'm really keeping my eye on too at all times is I do not want to be spotted in general, but also too, I hate the carrier planes. Get away from me. I don't like you. Don't shine a flashlight into the shadows, because that's where I like to live. But great news is we see the carrier off in the distance. Yum. So let's put that in the back of our brain there for a minute. All right, so kind of checking in, right? So here we have, oh, and by the way, another mention too, now that I'm thinking about it, with our battleship here close by, depending on how the game's unfolding, of course I'm going to go out there and hunter-killer, take out bad guys just in general. But also, too, it's a fair balance. Again, I'm really a big fan of sportsmanship and gameplay overall, not just the individual win, because when we win together, that's really what it matters, right? Because being close to your ships, when appropriate, class appropriate, and whatever that, what that means by being close, because it's all relative. But supporting them. The last thing I want to do is have our battleship be caught all by themselves between carrier planes and a destroyer, and that's just sad for them, right? Let's help a brother out. Or maybe it's a sister. I don't know. So cruising along here, we know that the carrier is where we see it last spotted on the mini-map. It is hiding behind the island, or maybe running away, and I've done this before. As you're moving away, you're keeping that cover, well, in this case, cover and concealment, in between the spotter, myself, and them. Or maybe they are stationary behind the island. One of the giveaways, though, is you do see that fighter aircraft hovering around, and it does not appear to be moving away from its patrol pattern. So I'm feeling pretty confident that it is just right around the corner. Now I'm bracing myself because, again, although I'm keeping an eye on it, where a couple of those DDs are on the map, you got 2 and 1, so that's out of there. But I'm also keeping an eye on, you know, what is this guy going to do with his planes, and then of course his secondaries. But I think we got the drop on him, so here we go. I'm not gonna lie, that is just one of the most satisfying things, and you know that he is he's got to be coming up with some really fun vocabulary right now. And now I'm trying to get out of Dodge because I don't want to have anything to do with being spotted in general, but I don't think there's anybody in range to shoot at me, but also to those torpedoes, so get away from me. All right, so here's what I'm thinking at this stage, right? We've got a DD up in the north east. You've got another DD over there in the circle over at the far east with an enemy battleship. Well, 2 technically. And then what we're doing here with my buddy battleship is we are trying to cap this particular point, and he is dealing with these incoming torpedoes, which what I was trying to do, although looks like he's taking some bad damage, I wanted to get close to him in an attempt to do what little I can. This is not an impressive anti-aircraft ship at all, but whatever I can do to help support my team through anti-aircraft and whatnot, that's what I always try to do. Sometimes I try to draw fire, but in this case it was anti-aircraft. Now, we've captured this. It worked out really well with the pacing of this ship as I'm trying to get to the enemy. So just merely traveling through point A, I didn't have to stop and cap. It worked out perfectly. So for all intents and purposes, other than our carrier planes, which happen to still be alive, spotting, I'm kind of the point man, right? Oh, got a bad little torp there. Woo! You kind of felt the wind blow by there. Now, you've got some smoke over there. You've got a DD. You've got a battleship. So I'm really trying to be cautious. I don't want to get hit with torps or get into a gun battle. And I'm trying to decide between one battleship and the other. And I feel like this is the better course of action, giving them a wide berth, sending out some fish in their direction. And it gives me a chance to kind of control the speed of the battle. That's one of the things that I always want to do, is I want to be proactive, not reactive. I want to, if I can, I want to always be in control of when I'm going to engage, where I'm going to engage, how I'm going to engage. So, perfect example here. We sent out the torps there, and he can't engage. He has to be reactive to, oh no, here comes some torps, right? Didn't work out well for him. We got 2 torp hits. Great, somebody else sunk him. And now we're going to go ahead and put on our big boy pants, go into the scary, dark, misty fog cloud, and get her done. So here's a Fubuki. All right, here's one of my cousins. Now, poor guy. He's obviously being seen, so everybody's salivating and trying to get this guy, and my super mega slow reload. Yay, I got him. On this particular ship, because obviously this thing has been built to emphasize torpedoes, the reload is atrociously slow, but it is what it is. We were able to pull this thing off, so good times there. Now we have just 1 DD, right? I mean, obviously, we're not at the edge of the seat of our pants. Oh, thanks, guys. Man, they are bored if they're shooting at me. We're at the, we're not really on the edge of our seat here wondering who's going to win the game or anything. No, I mean, it's in the bag, right? Even if I were to get killed. It's in the bag, but we want to maximize points. We want to have fun. Again, key is having fun. And wouldn't it be fun? And you guys already know the answer, but wouldn't it be fun to go ahead and get yet more damage? Because my benchmark, I'm just saying, my benchmark is 100,000, right? So if I can get 100,000 in a game and or north of that, I'm like, yay, that's a pretty decent game, right? 11 torps, though, is nothing to shake a stick at. We're sitting here with 3 kills. We've got some other sprinklings of some fun stuff. And, I mean, this guy is 7.9 kilometers away. I'm not going to be able to get this guy, right? At least that's what I'm thinking. That guy is out there. And just for the extra points, right, I'm going to go ahead and capture this and stay within the circle. Not that I had to really try to do that so much, but that was, on my mind as I'm trying to decide, because this is the big decision. Is that DD? This is where I love getting in the mind of the opponent. Is that DD going to try to get out of there and continue in the easterly direction? Or are they going to do what I kind of do most of the time, which is I'm going to lose this thing, but I'm going to try to get just a few more points, so I'm going to stay in the battle, and therefore they're going to stay in that region. And the answer is they stayed in that region, and they are so low on health. Boop, and there you go. Just a little pinprick there, and you're done, ending the game with 2398 experience, first place, 4 kills, good times. Almost 300,000 silver. And, I thought it was a good game. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, absolutely ring that bell. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about us. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.